3 days for inauguration, no end to political fight. 21 parties set to boycott new parliament opening. Amit Shah tears into opposition, questions the hypocrisy over inauguration, sets the record straight, saying Congress's boycott doesn't matter. Amid the boycott controversy, PM gives a message to opposition, says Australian opposition to attended Indian event. Assam Chief Minister launches a scathing attack against those who relegated the sacred Sengol as Nehru's walking stick. FR against the former BJP Minister Ashwath Narayan for his pre-election comment against Siddaramaiah. Kejriwal goes party to party for support, gets NCP backing in Rajya Sabha against the ordinance. Hello and welcome, you're watching This Is Exclusive. We are broadcasting live from Mumbai. Ladies and gentlemen, in the life of a nation, there are moments and institutions when you need to rise above politics. But there are 19 opposition parties who've essentially thought that their narrow politics is over what we are calling it, my parliament, my pride. Tonight we also speak to those very parties who are not part of the NDA fold, but have essentially decided that they do not want to side with the opposition parties. So what exactly are the opposition parties opposing at this point in time? Is it only about Prime Minister Modi, or it's about the new parliament? Are we really confusing between the two? Union Home Minister Amit Shah has now turned into the opposition, raising questions about the hypocrisy that was essentially displayed by none other than the Congress party. Let's not forget about the fact that there have been various legislature assemblies that have been inaugurated by none other than the UPA chairperson Sonia Gandhi. Let me introduce you tonight YSRCP's legislator. In fact, it was Jagan Reddy's party who had first supported the Prime Minister. In fact, YSRCP happens to be the first political party outside the NDA fold to support the government. Let me introduce our guest tonight who's joining us on This Is Exclusive. Abhay Chaudhary, he is a legislative spokesperson of the YSRCP. Mr. Chaudhary, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. This happens to be one of those occasions when the YSRCP has been extremely vocal about. In fact, your party president has said that the opposition parties also need to now join and celebrate along with the nation the opening of the new parliament. What's the position that your party has taken, and why on this particular issue?
Absolutely, Shobhan. I think it's from the people of Andhra Pradesh and Honorable CM YS Jagan and YSR Congress Party. Firstly, we want to congratulate Narendra Modi ji. I think this is about national identity and unity, and this is about the new India's ambitious plans. I think what we're trying to do is a monumental landmark for India that is coming up. So it's not time for politics. Parliament is the temple of democracy, and as we always say, nation first. So that's exactly what we're trying. The new parliament is reflecting aspirations of 140 crore Indians and displaying the strength of democracy to the world. So setting aside all political differences, I think we request all parties to attend. That's exactly what the resonance of the public across the country. I think this is a great pride and a moment for every Indian across the globe, and absolutely no politics at this point of time. And our Honorable CM Jagan Mohan Reddy sir and our YSR Congress Party is with India, and India comes first for us. And we will be attending the event.
But Mr. Chaudhary, when the 19 opposition parties issued a statement, they essentially indicated that they do welcome the opening of a new parliament, something that the UPA government had already indicated that they too wanted. The objection essentially coming in is with regards to the Prime Minister inaugurating the new parliament, saying it's the constitutional head, the President, who should be doing it and not the Prime Minister. That's where the objection comes in. What does your party have to say about this particular issue that has been raised by the opposition parties?
Our view, opposition boycott is unfair. The government has made it and has right to unveil it. I think it does. I think the opposition, what the voice that are they making, I don't think it resonates the public at large in India. So this is a pride movement. I think let's not bring politics to every single aspect in this country. This is a pride movement. If you look at across the globe, any monumental landmarks that are being inaugurated, everybody attends, be it US, be it America, be it UK, be it across the globe. And this is a monumental landmark, and this is the new India. So this is new India's ambitious plans to build a parliament. And absolutely, I think we all has to recognize the 140 crore Indians, or everybody is feeling pride about this moment. And absolutely no politics at this time. We also request all opposition to set politics aside and attend the event. I think that shows the unity of the country.
But Mr. Chaudhary, when you're talking about the opposition unity, there appears to be a divide too. The very fact that you also have another political party not really part of the NDA fold, that is the BJD, now breaking ranks. Many raising this entire question that you are perhaps doing it. The YSRCP is perhaps doing it, looking at the upcoming polls in your state. Is that true? Because you somewhere down the line, you want to cozy up to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
See, our party stand is very clear. We always talk about national interest first, then state interest as a secondary. And then this is a very prominent achievement in India. And let's not bring politics here. We still have 1 year to go for our elections in Andhra Pradesh. So elections are not nearby for us. Absolutely, our party stand is very clear. This is a grand, majestic, and absolutely a great event across the globe. If everybody across the globe is watching us. So let's show the unity and strength of India, because Parliament is the temple of democracy. Let's not bring politics or anything into this, because every young Indian aspiration is to have a monumental landmark of India. And Parliament being the monumental landmark of India, I think I've seen the pictures. I think it's a pride for every Indian and every politician too. Every politician that dreams to come into the democracy, they all feel pride that a new parliament is coming up.
Mr. Chaudhary, I'll request you to stay on with us. That was the YSRCP spokesperson and legislator joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Chaudhary, do stay with us. We are also privileged to have the Meghalaya Chief Minister, Mr. Conrad Sangma, joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Sangma, thank you very much. Shavan, this side, I would like to take this question with you because you have decided to basically also support the government, but you're part of the NDA alliance. We've had some of the parties who are not part of the NDA fold, but still supporting. In fact, we've had a guest from the YSRCP joining us on this broadcast. I want your understanding on this entire matter, because they say, the opposition parties say, what was the need for the Prime Minister to inaugurate the parliament, which could have been done by none other than the constitutional head?
You see, I think we have to understand that whoever inaugurates is a decision that, of course, has been taken at the government level, at the top level. But I think, making that a point of contention and an issue, and boycotting such an important and historic day in this nation's history, I think is, going overboard. This is what my personal opinion. It looks like you're just looking for a reason to find a way to, to boycott and to criticize. We have to be above politics when it comes to certain issues. And a day like this, which a day I think every citizen in this country should be proud of, and we should put our politics aside and remember that the nation is first in whatever we do. And it's a proud moment for every Indian. And I think that's what is important out here. And it's sad to see that opposition is trying to make politics out of such a great day. So this is my basic take on this. That certain things are beyond politics, and we should come together as a country and be proud as a nation on a historic day like this.
But Mr. Sangma, as someone, your father, in fact, was very vocal about several institutions of our nation, and your father perhaps has been the best example when it comes to issues, matters that go beyond politics. Hence, I want to ask you this question: that there is a constitutional, matter that has been raised by the opposition parties. They say it's not about politics. They say that this is about what really reflects the mood of the nation, what reflects the constitutional authority of the nation, because at the end of the day, we're trying to undermine it. They're also going a step ahead, saying that this is almost like an insult to the president. How do you look into this entire matter?
No, as I said again, I'm repeating myself that certain things, if this had to be taken up, it could be taken up at a different level. A group could have gone and met the Honorable Prime Minister, could have discussed the matter. But, just announcing it and then making it a kind of a political stand and a position and just simply saying we're boycotting this whole thing because of this situation like this. Of course, it's a matter that needs to be discussed. I'm not saying that it's correct or not correct. But I just feel the way it has been handled and the way this complete just boycotting has taken place just to kind of show a political stand out here is not the way this kind of issues need to be resolved. As I said, you have to keep the overall sanctity of the day and this in the parliament, keeping in mind that this is a proud moment, as I said, for all of us. I think that all of that is lost, and it's just not the right way of approaching with this entire problem and, kind of giving it a political color is what I strongly feel.
Do you believe that, as I was mentioning, Mr. Sangma, at the beginning of my show, that in the life of a nation, there are moments and institutions where you need to rise above politics? What is it that you would like to tell the opposition parties? Because you do have a very good equation with a lot of opposition parties. Would you take this opportunity through Republic TV, sending out a message to the opposition parties? Because this is a moment that the world is looking at.
Absolutely, absolutely. I have a lot of friends and I'm in very good terms with many people in the opposition. And in fact, we talk to each other very often about many issues. And there are many concerns where sometimes I also do not agree with some of the policies and stands that the government takes. And I don't shy away from those. But this moment, at this time, I think, whatever the issue may be, I think the world is watching, as you said correctly. And the nation is always first. And we are all here ultimately to serve our people and to serve our nation. And I think, we appeal, I should say, to all the opposition that we should show our unity to the world. And we should be proud of this day and keep the politics aside and really celebrate this as one of the, great days for this nation.
One final question, Mr. Sangma, that I would like to take with you is with regards to the hypocrisy that we are also witnessing at this point in time. There have been several issues. In fact, the Union Home Minister has spoken about it. The very fact that you have the Legislative Assembly in the state of Chhattisgarh, and in fact, where I am right now broadcasting from in Mumbai, you have various institutions that have been inaugurated by the UPA chairperson, that is Mrs. Sonia Gandhi. What is it that you would like to tell the Congress party, especially on a matter of the hypocrisy that the nation is witnessing today, just on this issue, on an issue where we are calling it my parliament, my pride?
No, absolutely. And as I said, I'm not here to criticize anybody or to find faults in anybody. But as you have rightly said, if you look back in history, there have been many such occasions. And many points in time where individuals have been called, and at that point in time, it felt perfectly fine for certain political parties and individuals. And it was not made into a really big issue like that. But on a day like this, it just looks like they are trying to find a fault just so that they bring out an issue and make it politically, an issue. Which, as I said, it's sad. That a situation like this is happening, and really, double standards like these are something that one should not look at. One should look at really the double standards are there. we should not have talked about such thing when we have already done it on our own also in the past. So I think these are matters that we must rise above at this point in time. And as I said, world is watching, and it is really a great day. I'll be attending myself. I have received the invitation letter, so I will be attending. I feel very proud, as I said, as an Indian, to be able to witness this day in the history of our nation.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Conrad Sagba, for putting this into perspective and sending across that message from the opposition parties. In fact, as someone from the state of Meghalaya too, I would say that the spirit of the state is also being reflected. The Chief Minister, in fact, would be present during the inauguration of the Parliament. Thank you very much, Mr. Sagma, for once again joining us on this broadcast. I'll also go across to our colleagues in the national capital who are getting us those live images from outside the new Parliament. In fact, if Mr. Chaudhary of the YSRCP is also with us, I'll take that one quick question with him with regards to the participation of YSRCP on Sunday. Mr. Chaudhary, if you're there, I would like to take one more question with you with regards to the presence of the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister. Are we expecting Mr. Jagan Mohan Reddy to be present during the inauguration?
We can confirm our party is definitely participating. Whether the CM is participating in person is yet to be confirmed, but all our party is going to be present there. It's a pride movement. I think it's a pride of the nation. The world is watching us, as Sanmaji has said. Absolutely, this is not a time for politics. We all feel that's a monumental landmark, and the day is going to be recorded in the history. So absolutely, May 28th, 2023 will be remembered for a long time. I think we again want to congratulate Narendra Modi ji and the people of Andhra Pradesh. Every person of India is feeling pride of that particular day. So absolutely, we would just want to say to the opposition as well, boycott is unfair. This is a day where the world is watching us. Parliament is the temple of democracy. Let's all join hands. Let's join together. Let's participate in the event together and make the nation proud.
Right. Can I just get a quick comment with you, as I'm also getting in some more breaking news right now? The opposition has now split further. JDS Supremo H.D. Devi Gowda, former Prime Minister, would be attending the opening ceremony of the Parliament. Mr. Chaudhary, many would say that you are basically siding with the Bharatiya Janata Party. What is the message that your party wants to send across to the opposition leaders? Now you also have JDS Supremo, former Prime Minister, also attending it. So clearly somewhere down the line, there is a split that we are witnessing within the opposition ranks too.
Spirit of democracy, my party will attend this historic event, and we request to set aside all political differences. I think day in, day out, we do compete against so many things, but I think this is not the day. I think this is a day where we all have to show the unity and strength of our nation. It's a national identity, and the world is watching us. I think we request all opposition parties to come on, join, and show the spirit of the nation.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Chaudhary, for joining us on This Is Exclusive, getting us the perspective of your party, once again raising questions about the nature of this entire protest by the opposition parties. In fact, we'll also try and go across to my colleague Shivangi, who's reporting from the national capital, getting us what are we to expect on Sunday. And not just that, we're also going to get you that exclusive interview with the governor of Telangana, who's now taken a hit out at the BRS, saying that she too herself was not invited when the BRS had inaugurated the Legislative Assembly, the Secretariat in Hyderabad. But a quick response from you, Shivangi. What are we to expect on Sunday? As far as the opposition parties are concerned, there appears to be a split there too.
Right, Shravan, absolutely. And a very good evening to you, Shravan, and all of viewers who are joining right now as the sun is setting outside. The new Parliament is completely ready. It's fresh, it's new, it's bigger, it's better than before. Right now, like you were telling us, Shravan, and this is a big topic of discussion. It's been happening for a few months now. The opposition has been attacking the BJP-led government. Latest coming in is that the opposition is also splitting within it. We saw Samajwadi Party leader, we saw a CPI MP. We also saw that the JDU is backing the inauguration. We also are seeing the JDU, in fact, is saying that they are okay with it. Mayawati backing the Prime Minister's backing of the inauguration as well. Coming back to you, Shaman, right now, as they keep reporting outside the new Parliament of India.
Well, in fact, also the other big focus about the Sengol. What exactly is the Sengol? Till about yesterday, many perhaps did not have the idea about the significance of Sengol. The very fact that this talks about the rule of Dharma, the scepter that is going to be installed when the inauguration of the parliament is going to take place. Remember, it dates back to the time when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru had taken reins, and more importantly, the message that was basically sent across. The very fact that the importance is not about the king, but the importance is about the rule of law, the dharma that we are talking about. In fact, the very Sengol, many say, was actually almost used as a walking stick for Pandit Nehru. How exactly are those who are the makers of it, the gold-plated scepter, what do they have to say about it, and what is the significance of the Sengol? My colleague Varshini gets you this report.
Came to you, who spoke to you about this kind of an important scepter to be made?
Yes, it is necessary to say so.
Order you original ready? Who gave the order? How many days did it take to make?
It was people from Thiruvadurai, Adinam. They were responsible to contact me and asked me whether you know anything. Yes, we have seen some of the oldest items manufactured by other people, particularly from Adinam people were known to have the history.
Okay. So could you tell us how long did it take and how many people were involved in making this, and what kind of instructions were given on the designs that were put on it?
Actually, I never thought it is so important, but say, I came to know. But it was the Adinam of Thiruvadurai or some such thing.
Okay.
Very interested in it.
Design guరించి. How many days did it take?
It took us nearly 10 to 15 days.
I vaguely remember there is a photo, big photo, in our old showroom going to Pandakanta Street.
Okay.
I vaguely remember in the pillar, but I don't know what happened to that.
Okay, but we are given to understand that this Sengol was, kind of lost somewhere down the line, and you had to rediscover that this was something that belonged to, that was made by your family, and this signifies something that it speaks about something very valuable. So how did that happen, and what did you do to make sure that it is you're able to bring back the significance that was lost?
This happened around about 4 to 5 years back. There was a Tamil weekly which had published an article about the Sengol and how the Adinam was responsible in commissioning the Sengol, and how it was given to my grandfather to make it. When I heard my grandfather's name in one of the articles, somebody had forwarded this to me, telling me that, we see your grandfather's name in the article, so please look into it. So we were pretty curious as to why my grandfather's name has been taken after so many years. So we started to dig deep, and we contacted the publication, it's the Vigadan. We contacted them and asked them, can you give us some more details? And so we spoke to the person who wrote it. the editor of that, and then he told us about the information that he had got from the Adinam. And there's a placard in the Adinam which says about this. So then we said, okay, if this is true, then it should be, because it's in a golden scepter, so it should be somewhere in the country. So we started to look at all the museums inside the city and inside in the north and in every place. We wrote to almost 30 to 35 museums. Finally, nobody understood what a Sengol was. So after a year and a half of search, we got a call from the Allahabad Nehru Museum saying that we have something like what you say is here, but you need to come and take a look at it. So we were pretty excited to hear that something even close like this is there. So our team of two.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Hello Moto. Motorola, India's best 5G smartphone brand, brings you the latest breaking news update from across the country only on Republic TV.
Can't believe that the opposition intends to now boycott the inauguration of the new Parliament of India. If they do, then they should be ready for a huge backlash. Target is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In the process, they are willing to do anything to seek revenge, including this bizarre idea of boycotting a national event like the inauguration of the new Parliament building by the Prime Minister of India. Why did Rajiv Gandhi inaugurate the new Parliament Library in 1985? Was he the President of India? The people of this country, 140 crore Indians who elected the Prime Minister of India, have no significance. Are the people of India now less significant than the Vadra Gandhi family who inaugurates everything under the sun in their time? Let us say now we are proud. Let us collectively raise our voices against this dangerous attempt. The day when our new parliament, my new parliament will be inaugurated. Let us therefore make it difficult for those who are insulting the nation by boycotting such an event. Let us also protest against their arrogance.
First 2 days of rains, 2 lives have been lost, one that of a 22-year-old techie at KR Circle and the other of a 32-year-old man. Because this particular drain was opened, he's fallen into it, and due to the heavy downpour, the water was flowing almost around 3 to 4 feet to where this particular height of the drain is, after which he's not seen that it was open and he's fallen into it completely. There are also small kids who were passing by just a few minutes ago. You can see that they can immediately go through easily. We have seen similar incidents in 2018 and 2019, and around 4 to 5 people were washed away as well when the
I can't believe that the opposition intends to now boycott the inauguration of the new Parliament of India. If they do, then they should be ready for a huge backlash. Target is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In the process, they are willing to do anything to seek revenge, including this bizarre idea of boycotting a national event like the inauguration of the new Parliament building by the Prime Minister of India. Why did Rajiv Gandhi inaugurate the new Parliament Library in 1985? Was he the President of India? The people of this country, 140 crore Indians who elected the Prime Minister of India, have no significance. Are the people of India now less significant than the Vadra Gandhi family who inaugurates everything under the sun in their time? Let us say now we are proud. Let us collectively raise our voices against this dangerous attempt. The day when our new parliament, my new parliament will be inaugurated. Let us therefore make it difficult for those who are insulting the nation by boycotting such a meeting. Let us also protest against their arrogance.
Three days to go for the opening of the new parliament. No end to the political fight. 21 parties in all so far boycotting the opening this Sunday.
अभी मोदी जी आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के वर्ष में देश की संसद का नया भवन 28 तारीख को लोकार्पण करने वाले हैं। कांग्रेस पार्टी और उनके साथी राजनीति कर ओछी राजनीति का एक उदाहरण पेश कर उसका बहिष्कार।
Amit Shah tears into the opposition and the boycott brigade questions hypocrisy over inaugurations, sets the record straight, saying that the Congress boycott really doesn't matter.
भारतीय समुदाय का जो कार्यक्रम था, वहां ऑस्ट्रेलिया के प्रधानमंत्री का आना गौरव की बात। पूरी अपोजिशन पार्टी के मेंबर से, रूलिंग पार्टी के मेंबर से ये लोकतंत्र का।
Amid the boycott controversy, the Prime Minister gives a message to the opposition, says Australian opposition too attended the Indian event. Assam Chief Minister and the BJP launching a scathing attack against those who relegated the sacred Sengol as Nehru's walking stick. FIR against former BJP Minister Ashwath Narayan for his pre-election comment against Siddaramaiah, as both parties have a go at each other.
खास तौर से तहे दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं कि उन्होंने पूरा आश्वासन दिया है कि जब ये बिल राज्यसभा में आएगा तो राज्यसभा में इस बिल को पास नहीं होने देंगे।
Kejriwal goes party to party seeking support, gets NCP backing in the Rajya Sabha against the ordinance. The BJP has alleged that the Congress displayed disregard for Hindu traditions by calling the sacred Sengol a golden stick gifted to former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and tucking it away in a museum somewhere in India. The ceremonial scepter, which will be installed in the new Parliament building this Sunday, was given to Nehru to symbolize the transfer of power from the British to India in August 19